Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing the Somic G941 gaming headset. And this headset was sent out to me by GearBest, so as always, links to the GearBest website for this product will be in the description below. So generally speaking, I'm not much of a headphone user except for when going to the gym or when playing very immersive FPS games. So for example, if I was to play a game that requires my full-on attention, so a game like Counter-Strike Go, I would use headphones for that. And it's really the small things that give you the edge. So with these headphones, or headphones in general, you're able to hear smaller details within the sound a lot better than you are with a pair of, say, earbuds. And usually I do use a pair of earbuds, they're just so much more convenient, they're lighter, I don't really feel them as much. But with headphones you get so much more of an advantage. So for example, stuff like footsteps you're able to hear a lot better with headphones than you are with earbuds. Now you could always use in-ears, but me personally, I don't like to use in-ears for long periods of time. But yeah, in-ears should accomplish this as well. Basically anything that isolates the sound. So with these G941s, you're able to get that close-up sound and immersive experience. Now with the G941s, you also do get a microphone. And I'll be testing the microphone out a little bit later on in this review. So first up, let's talk about the sound. So the sound is what you would expect from a pair of over-ear semi-open back headphones. So you got the highs, mids, and lows, they're all pretty much well balanced, with the bass being slightly more pronounced. And the sound signature on these is on the warmer side. Also, they do sound very echoey. And I'll give you guys an example of what that sounds like. Hopefully my microphone can pick it up. Now for the soundstage, it is pretty good. So you also have the software side of things when it comes to the sound. You can mess around with that. You can change the audio in terms of equalization, that is. Now again, I won't be getting into that in this video, but I will say this. It's not very intuitive and the software looks very 90s era. So the sound is pretty good, but bang for buck wise, it is slightly expensive. Definitely something that would be out of my budget if I was searching for a pair of gaming headphones. So if this is the case for you, look into a pair of Superlux HD66-8Bs. I'll also have a link for those in the description below, and I'll post a card above if you guys wanted to check out my review on those. But just note that they don't have a microphone. Or you can purchase the G941s without active noise cancellation. I do believe those are about $30 to $40 cheaper. And these ones do have a microphone, just like the G941s with ANC. So back to the G941s with ANC. As I've mentioned earlier, these do have a microphone, and the microphone can be rolled up or down depending on if you do want to use it. And here's a microphone sample for those interested in what the microphone sounds like. Hey guys, I'm now speaking into the microphone on the G941, so this is what the microphone sounds like. You know, I was actually thinking of recording this full review with this microphone since it does sound pretty good, but I'm just going to go back to my Blue Yeti. So that's what the microphone sounded like. Now let's move on to build quality. So the majority of materials used on these headphones is plastic. Now some of the parts on these headphones look like they are made from metal, except for they're just metal painted. I guess they do this to give it that more expensive look. The only thing that's pretty much metal on these headphones is the wire frame at the top. So this top headband here is made out of metal, but it is covered with plastic. And that's some sort of plastic tubing, what seems like. Oh, and the vents in the back as well, they're also made from metal. Durability wise, I don't see these breaking anytime soon. They do feel durable, unlike my Koss headphones. So I noticed that these come in a few versions, and the versions that I have here in front of me are the ones with ANC. So they have active noise cancellation, and it filters out lower frequency noises, so sounds like fan noises and stuff like that. As it is, these headphones are pretty isolating, but if you were in a room with a lot of fans, then I guess this would be really handy to actually have the ANC enabled on these headphones, since it will filter out that noise very well. Now within the headphones you also have a built-in vibration unit, and the vibration unit really does work. If you get the sub bass just right, you'll feel the cups rumble quite a bit. but you'll only notice this if you get that sub bass just right. So I guess if you're listening to tracks with lots of sub bass or watching films with lots of sub bass, then you'll definitely feel these rumbling quite a bit. Otherwise, within your gameplay, you won't really notice any extra rumbling when the vibration unit is turned on. Now let's talk about the remote for a minute. So first of all, you have a nice thick braided cable, which then leads down to the remote, and on the remote you have a total of 5 buttons. So first off you have CF, and basically what CF does is, from what I noticed, is it gives these headphones a more soundstage type sound effect. You can hear some more depth to the sound pretty much. So I just translated the Chinese manual, and basically it turns on the 7.1 sound effect that these earphones have. And again, you can mess around with this in the software. Next you have the volume up and volume down buttons, which control the volume on your PC. And then you have the microphone on and off button. And then last you have the vibration effect button, which enables that rumbling within the lower end sub-bass frequencies. One of my biggest beef with these buttons is you don't know if they're on or off, so there's no indication there. It definitely would have been nice if they would have had some sort of indicator. Maybe the lights go off when the button is off and the lights go on when the button is on, or vice versa. Now if you look at the left side, you'll see the on-off ANC switch, and this is how you turn ANC off and on. Overall, the remote feels very cheap in the hand. It has a very hollow feel to it. In my opinion, it does add some cheapness to these headphones. Comfort and fit wise, these are pretty comfortable. If you take a look at the foam, it does feel like memory foam. The only thing though is I'm not really used to headphones, so these kind of do weigh down my head a little bit. And they're also pretty huge too, if I might add. So on these headphones you also have some orange lights. So on the microphone and then on the cups, as you can tell. And if I didn't mention this before, these are a USB type A pair of headphones. So in order to use these, you'll have to plug them into the USB port on your computer, and you'll also have to install some software. One more thing I'd like to add about the software is that it takes up a lot of resources at times. So at times I noticed that CPU usage with these headphones goes up to about 18 to 19%. So I don't really like the fact that the software with these headphones can be a resource hog. But anyway, overall these are a good quality sounding pair of headphones, though they are slightly pricey. And I'll most definitely be using them for my CSGO games, since they are very immersive, especially with the 7.1 surround sound feature and the ANC noise cancellation. Otherwise, this is it. These are the Somic G941s with ANC. I'll have links in the description below to everything that I mentioned in this video. Hopefully you did find this review helpful. If you did, please do leave a like. For now, thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll catch you on the flip side.